We're going live, letting things populate. Excited. My kids are remote learning. And here I am getting text messages from my oldest daughter who's online shopping, showing me the clothes that she's buying. Fantastic. Great. Way to make your dad proud. Although even with her online shopping during school hours, she's still a better student than I was in high school. So there's that. Guys, how we doing? There's a couple people tuned in already for this live, Jigs and Bigs live. Just a couple of notes that I want to throw out there. I had mentioned in a special kind of off-the-cuff podcast, the Fishing with Bobby, or not Fishing with Bobby. That's something different. Breakfast with Bobby. I had mentioned that we're finally actually doing something both productive and a whole lot of fun for our Patreon friends, which we're going to extend the family welcoming for. We're going to refer to our patrons over there as Jigheads. So if you want to become a Jighead, it's very easy. All you got to do is go to jigsandbigs.com, and right there's a button on the main screen you can hit to become a patron. It brings you right over to our Patreon site. You can get set up there and get some exclusive content. There's already a few exclusive things there that we've done. We did a really great React video. That was pretty fun. We did a couple of really good things going on here. I got a couple of comments coming in here now. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Populate. Oh, look, it's Joe Brown. Well. Yes, we're going to talk about some stuff, Joe. Sean, yes, we're populating. Figured I would do this because I want to get the word out. I want to get the word out about Patreon and about all that good stuff. So a couple of things that I was alluding to there is that we're doing a couple of cool things for our patrons over there, our Jigheads, to kind of, get fun with this, get kind of cute, as Sean the Fisherman would say. What we want is to, we've been slacking over at Patreon, and we've got a number of subscribers who have been over there who are absolutely amazing. And we thank you for being part of that. That's fantastic. But an idea came across my way from Rodney, one of our listeners, who's also Hookset Hoodlum's pro staffer, who had made a suggestion that just, I ran with it immediately. And actually, I was in the process of an interview when I saw this message come through, and the light bulb went off. And I think even in the interview, I mentioned to the guest that's on, Daniel Crater, I think I mentioned it to him. I was like, I'm gonna have to edit this part out because I was just like giddy like a schoolgirl with this. It was great. So this is what it's all about. What we're doing is we're offering live access to the recording sessions for Jigs and Bigs. And why that's such a cool thing is that it gives you access to the live recording before it gets released at all. It gives you access to the live recordings that are unedited. So it's before we start kind of like trimming it up and whatever. Sometimes there's things that are just funny, interruptions or whatever that kind of go on. I mean, and I'll say this too also, when it's the intros and the outros to the show where it's Sean and myself going back and forth, that's the stuff that's chock full of great stuff. The interviews are pretty much cut and dry, a lot of those. But what's great is the intros, the discussion is very back and forth. And you'll see when you watch these live, a lot of this stuff is unscripted. Like, it's not really prepared. There's a couple of bullet points, things that we just kind of want to hit, and that's it. We just kind of go from there and let you guys sort of like run with the show as much as you want. And what's great about this is we figured out a way to use the same product I'm actually using right now to go live, and that's Streamyard. Streamyard is cool because you can do stuff like this. You can do stuff like this. You can go, Jerry Howes jumps in. He left a comment on Facebook. Says, tuning in on his way to Old Glory Outdoors. That's amazing. Joe, Jerry's on his way now. Just heads up, brew a pot of coffee. Get ready. We got Joseph Martin popping in and says, what's good, Bobby? I'll tell you what's good, Joseph. Your episode is now number 2 most listened episode of Jigs and Bigs, right after Debo, and the margin is slim. Like, I don't know, man. I think you got some fans because people love you. That's huge. We got some good stuff. Got some good stuff going on. But what's so great about this is that this actually allows our guests, or not our guests, it allows our Jigheads that can attend the live, unlisted YouTube feed. It gives them the opportunity to engage. So if we, miss something, or maybe we misspeak, or there's some perspective that we can get. Sometimes we say this to the listener, and sometimes we don't get any feedback from it. We might say, hey, if you're listening to this and you've had an experience with X, Y, and Z, let us know about it. There's a delay. Even when we do get responses to those kinds of questions, and it does happen periodically, there's a delay. So oftentimes we don't really get that immediate turnaround. What's great is that the Jigheads can then give us some of that instant feedback and actually kind of be part of the show. So if we're talking about, lead laws or something like that, or we're talking about tournament rules or different tournament trails, or we're talking about gear, specifically, like if we're doing a review, if somebody's had some kind of experience where they can shed a little bit more light on something, this is a great way for them to just kind of like directly just send it right over. And what's great is this is how it would work. There's going to be a post that's made probably weekly. I'm probably not going to do much for, setting up like a schedule you need to keep track of. So each week, and you'll get these notifications through the Patreon if you're a member automatically. So it makes it really nice. We record, oftentimes we try to record as close to the air date as we can, or as close to the drop date as we can, to keep things nice and tight. But especially now with the fact that we've got tournament stuff coming up, we've got, we had like the addition of Three Bells Outfitters as a partner. We've got, a lot of changes have been coming. Like we've been recording at different times here and there. Sean actually with his schedule for school and his physical therapy and stuff, that's kind of mixed things up. So there's going to be opportunities at different points in the day. Like normally we will record, let's say Monday mornings. That's probably going to be a pain in the ass for some people. This weekend we happen to be recording on a Sunday morning. We have recorded at night at during the week, like 10 p.m. at night, something like that. So you're ending your day, you want to jump in and you can't sleep, you want to watch this. Cool. It's there for you. And there will be a short time where that video will be available for the Jigheads to check out on Patreon. It will disappear within a couple of days of it being there, but it will stay there for a short time. They can check it out. I may record these and create like a downloadable file or something viewable within Patreon if the demand is really there for it, if people missed it and they want to come back and see it. So it's possible too. So Patreon this is what Patreon is for people that have never, ever used it. What Patreon is a platform where creators, whether it be fishing content, whether it be anything, they can essentially provide a portal where you can have your biggest fans, the people that want to support you the most, can join and then get exclusive content, things like that. And we've set it up instead of tiers for getting specific stuff. We kind of just want to make it easy. Yeah, my favorite acronym in the world, KISS, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Can't go wrong. So what we're doing is this, the limited time offer, and we're extending what we've done. We've got 100 slots for the first 100 members that can lock it in at $5 a month as the monthly membership. It's a $5 contribution. It goes directly to help the show. It lets us do stuff like merchandise. It lets us do giveaways. It lets us do like the jig kits, things like this. So there's a lot of this that goes directly into helping the show. Plus, it also allows us to do things like get new gear, like when we, need to upgrade microphones for different types of recording and things like that, replacing stuff dies so fast. Like it would amaze you. SD cards. I'm up to my ears in SD cards. Stupid things like this. So it's a way that people can go ahead and do that. Now, after that, there will be plenty of spots open if people want to jump in, but the price will change. But you can lock in that lifetime membership of $5 a month if you're one of the first 100. We have about 30 Jigheads in there already. So there's about 70 more slots available. So there's plenty to get in there if you want to jump in and join. And how do you join? It's easy. All you got to do is go to jigsandbigs.com. Go to jigsandbigs.com. There's a little button right on our page. It's been there the whole time. It says become a patron. And all you have to do is click that. It'll bring you right over to our Patreon page. You can make your contribution there. And if you decide you're there for a couple of months maybe, and you're just like, this is stupid, or I haven't really watched it, you can unsubscribe and you can come and go as you want. I can't say that you'll be able to come and go as you want after those 100 spots are there. If you want to lock it in, you gotta keep that spot. But the options there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we do have other plans for Patreon as well that are including different stuff. We're going to have some, I don't even want to get into details because I don't want to overextend what we're going to do, but we've got, it's going to be pretty amazing. Like it really is. There's some talk of, we had thrown around the idea of doing some mystery boxes where we put a handful of things together and do drawings and then send these out. And some of these will be jam packed with all kinds of great stuff. So we have a lot of things that are going on that we're really excited about, really looking forward to kind of taking things to the next level. Had a great conversation. Did you guys hear that? I'm sure you did. I'm sure that you did. Let's see if we have any questions here. All right. We got Joseph Martin says, hell yeah. Nelson says, yeah, buddy. Okay. So that was the last of the comments. Nice. You're damn right, Nelson. Yeah. Yeah, buddy, indeed. What's the other thing I want to talk about? The other thing I want to talk about is this. This weekend, if you want to get your competitive fishing on, here's how you can do it. Old Glory Outdoors is having their first annual ice derby, and it's happening this Saturday at 7 a.m. It's at the Quabog Boat Ramp in Brookfield, Massachusetts. If you're interested in checking it out, it is $30 per person. You can register in the store or through the website link that's attached on the event. That is at it's at oldgloriousouttdoors.com. Go there, and it's the Ice Derby registration. You can sign up there. The good news is that the weather should be fantastic for this. Saturday, I think it's going to be amazing. I will not be able to be in attendance, but Sean the Fisherman will be there, and I'm sending him out with some recording gear so that he can talk to maybe some winners or talk to some people that are out there fishing. We're sending them out with some stickers as well. So if you want some Jigs and Bigs stickers, you can get that. It's going to be great. Lots and lots of fun. Yep, that's right. Sean chiming in. He's getting in on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go and check it out. It's going to be a blast. Check and see about registration. It's a whole lot of fun. I believe there is a 50-50 raffle, I want to say, or something along those lines. I'll have to look that up and get that info for you. But looking forward to it. I think you guys will have a lot of fun doing this. And I've kind of held back because I want to make sure that the weather is going to be all right, but that's what it's going to go. It's 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's check this out. Yeah. There will be a 50-50 raffle there. The entry is $30 a person. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Of course, if there happens to be unsafe ice, there will either be a secondary date issued or refunds. And it's a no-kill derby. Once the fish is measured, it either gets released or given back to the angler. And as an added bonus, Old Glory Outdoors will have tackle and supplies available on the ice, which is kind of awesome. So it's going to be a great time. Thought that said, you're right, Ken. Well, I mean, that's not Patreon. That's the Bobby Roast Beef OnlyFans. That's something totally different. And I mean, you're welcome to subscribe. We're doing a special right now. I don't know if Sean ever got his deal going on yet. Nelson doesn't know yet. Oh, weather looks awesome from Joe. No, what does Sean say here? Nelson doesn't know it yet, but he's riding shotgun on this adventure. Well, now he knows. Now he knows. Tim, I'm with you. I think it is a little too cold. I think it is a little bit too cold, but you guys are definitely going to want to check this out over at Patreon. Get out and do some ice fishing. Do me a favor. If you're catching anything awesome, you tag us in some pictures. If you're going to put anything on Instagram or anything, tag Jigs and Bigs, tag Old Glory Outdoors for sure. And let's do this. Why don't we use the hashtag ice slaunches? Ice slaunches. Let's do it. Or frozen slaunches. So many good things coming, guys. I just sent out an amazing email that I think I'm hoping will make our giveaways that much cooler. That's really what I'm going for here. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Lots of great stuff coming. Spring is not far away. Check out, become a Jighead. Go over to our Patreon page, jigsandbigs.com. Click to be a patron. This Sunday at 9 a.m., we're doing a recording, and our Jigheads will be able to get right involved and check it out and comment and kind of give some feedback here and there. Like I said, these comments come through and we get to see them as the producers of the show. We get to see them. So, if we get a million things that are just like, hey, shout me out, blah, 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 we're probably not going to jump in. And throw all those in there. But if it's something that, you're engaging with the show and it's on topic, yeah, we're going to put you in and give you a shout out. And there's a few things that can be done. In fact, if we have a Jighead that's in there and has a lot of feedback, I could share a link with them and just bring them right into the show and do it that way. So it's a whole lot of fun. It's basically, we're taking Jigs and Bigs, we're kind of extending it further in the production sense to everybody else who's watching to kind of chime in and weigh in a little bit. I think it'll be a whole lot of fun. Nice. I think that about does it for everything I wanted to talk about. I think that about does it. We got ice fishing, and we got Patreon. What is going on up there? See, this is what happens when you broadcast from the disco dungeon. It's a shit show down here. Hence the new program that's starting up, Jigs and Bigs, the shit show. We're getting there little by little by little. You're going to love it. I promise you guys. Hey, thanks so much, everybody. Have yourself a great week. I've got a bunch of stuff going on this week. Just checking out the 2021 calendar of events for MAKB events, for EKF events. We've even events with Three Bells that are going on. All kinds of stuff for this year. It's going to be an amazing spring and summer and fall. Just buckle up, pull up your socks. Let's do it. I'll see you guys when I see you. We've got Rachel Walka on the next episode of Jigs and Bigs. We've also got potential sound bites from ice fishermen at this derby. We'll